card ladder.
Is it necessary to know a lot about sports cards in order to collect them? So now, not talking about how much sports knowledge do we need. How much knowledge about the history, the sets? How much do you need to know about sports cards in order to collect them?
I would say quite a bit, because one of the first things that I tell people when they join the hobby is not to buy anything for a little bit and really like fall into the hobby and try to learn as much as you can. Look at things like card ladder, dig around, look at stats, look at graphs, look at what cards are available first and foremost, just what is out there. And you're not going to know that until you start studying the sets and the players and the different serial numbered cards, the history of cards, when did certain sets get released, when did, eras change, things like that. There's a lot to learn, and if you just start buying when you first come in and you don't know all those things, you could be making early mistakes, you could be buying things too high. You could also be spending money on things that you might not necessarily want in the long run, and if you would have waited and done more research, you could have better allocated that money.
Good. So let's see. You mentioned you might want to know some things about sets, be patient, sort of learn. What about sets? How does somebody figure out what the sets are? What's the starting point there?
Well, I'd just go on Card Ladder, start sorting by different years, start sorting by score, sorting by value, and then you can start searching. You search the different years, search for like maybe a year of your favorite player's rookie year and start like digging through all the different cards. You can go to Cardboard Connection, start looking through their articles. They have a lot of organizational pieces. You can search like a specific player and search like their best cards, and Cardboard Connection usually has a pretty good article because then it'll show you like their top 20 cards, and you can kind of just step through and see like, okay, these are the sets that matter the most for this given player, and you can start to understand why. Trading Card DB has just like literally every card that's ever been made listed out in a database. Beckett, you can go on there and search different things. There's not really one like super easy answer, and that's kind of the fun part of it, is that it does require some research. And for me and for you guys, I know that's the fun part, is like really digging in and trying to figure it out.
Kristina, what do you think? Do you need to know a lot about sports cards and their history in order to collect them?
No.
You sure didn't when you dove in.
Nope. I dove right in.
How did we figure out how to buy that first? We bought Donruss.
Because you were sorting through your like childhood collection after we graduated college at your parents' house, and you got like obsessed with it for literally 2 weeks. But then I was like, okay, well, let's go like I think I asked you like where can we go buy some like current ones? Like where can we go buy new sports cards? And not on eBay. And we drove up to Walmart and like hit all the Walmarts in the like in a 30-mile radius, if not more. And Donruss was on like every shelf.
Yeah. No, that was it. And I remember we went to a local hobby shop and we bought one pack or like a few packs of 2012 Panini Past and Present Basketball.
Yep.
Got a Vernon Maxwell autograph out of there. Thought we were really flying high. We went to a different hobby shop and then bought Donruss boxes, and then we graduated to ordering them from Dave and Adams. And
the first hobby box we got, like full hobby box we got of Donruss, was from Amazon.
Right.
Do not buy do not buy sealed wax from Amazon, people.
At least not without price checking.
Yes. But
and
I did,
looking into delivery times.
Right. But I did because I was a girl who didn't know, and I was like, oh look, I could just buy it on Amazon. But I pulled the Cat Elite Dominators from that, so that ended up being a good box.
So this is kind of like what Josh was talking about a little bit earlier, where collecting a player led to fandom and to much more knowledge about sports, and here just getting started led to much more knowledge about the hobby.
Yes.
Okay, so your point of view is you don't really need to know that much about sports cards in order to get started.
I just did everything backwards.
Or maybe not.
But it
I don't
worked.
know. So everybody has to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Right? You have to start somewhere. Okay.
But you guys also bought sort of like cheaper
Yes.
stuff, right? You're not coming and dropping 10 grand. You're buying
No,
cheaper
yeah.
stuff to kind of get into the fun of it.
I mean,
100%.
Don Russ at the time was like $50 for a hobby box. And like when it went to 55, I was like, that's a little too much, guys.
And collecting, starting off by opening wax in very responsible, limited fashion and personal boxes, not for the thrill of the gamble, but just to open a personal box, to have all those things in your possession, then to sort them, and then now you're interested, you're incentivized to go look these cards up, see what they're worth, see the different marketplaces that you can buy and sell them on. All of a sudden you have this incentive to figure things out, because now it impacts your wallet, what these cards are worth and what you should hold. And then you're incentivized to look into grading, and you might go on eBay and look up this rookie card that you got and see that raw it's $10 and as a PSA 10 it's $200, and all of a sudden you're incentivized to start learning about all the different processes and the ways that the hobby works. So my piece of advice actually would be maybe start with a reasonably priced hobby box. We always sing the praises of 2017, 2018 Panini Status basketball hobby boxes. They're $200. You can get Jason Tatum rookies in there. You can get numbered stuff. We've hit like numbered Kobe's out of there. Very affordable product in today's market. It's available usually on eBay and on the different websites. And just a great way to get started. And some cool big hits can potentially come out of that box too. So study the pack odds. They don't give pack odds today. If you're buying 90s, they do. Study the distributions, all the different parallels, all the different inserts you can get. Study the checklists. Opening a box is a good way to start.